We are live.
Hey everybody, welcome to AKA Geeks and our movie of the week. I have this is with three of us today. I got Lynn with me today. Say hello, Lynn. And I
What's
have
up,
Brenden.
guys?
He got pretty for you guys today. He combed his hair.
Is that what it is? I
Yeah,
thought it was something
Well,
different,
yeah,
but I
I
didn't think it was him
shaved
taking a
today
brush to
too,
it alone.
there
Yeah,
we
you're
go.
cleaner.
All right. So we're getting together today to talk. This is week 2 of Christmas movies. It's a group discussion. This week we decided to watch the movie Scrooged. Classic, I guess you could say. In most circles, it's considered a classic, right? Um, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Starring Bill Murray. Bill Murray, Karen Allen, those are the big names in there, but there's a lot of recognizable faces. We'll go with that. And a plot summary real quick. A selfish, cynical TV executive is haunted by three spirits bearing lessons on Christmas Eve. It is a take on the old Christmas Carol story. Let's get to it, guys. Brenden, tell us about the movie. What did you like?
It's very, very 80s.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
Stop.
Overall, I mean, it's good. I can't think of too many Murray movies that are bad
Uh-huh.
or that he acts poorly in.
That's
It
true.
was especially for the time, it was a nice twist. Most of the acting was good. Most of the characters I liked. There wasn't too much stuff that I would say sucked, but I'll get into that later. But it's a fun Christmas movie.
Lynn, what about you? What do you feel about this in the positive realm?
Man, it's Bill Murray. That's all I gotta say. Bill Murray's like a fucking idol to me. So
He's a rock
it's
star. And Lynn is
anything he does, he really is, man. Man, if there's one person I want to meet before I die, that's on my bucket list, it's him, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's a classic, and it's one of those movies that I have to watch every year. So I love Scrooged, and there's too many characters in here that just like make it memorable.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the middle, you know. It is one of those movies that I look at every year, and I'm like, oh, it's one of the Christmas movies I'm probably going to watch this month. For some reason, I haven't watched it though in about 2 years, probably maybe 3 years, and so I own it and everything, but I haven't watched it in a few years. I like Bill Murray taking on a character where he's supposed to be charming, things like that.
Right.
I like the Christmas feel of it. I'm a sucker for Christmas movies, so just give me some fake snow and I'm happy for most of the time. To be honest with you, I love Christmas movies. So overall, I thought it was a good movie, and my feelings are positive towards it.
So if the guy that he was portraying actually, if this TV station actually existed, you would actually watch the entire lineup that they talk about.
His
All those movies.
his commercial was a little excessive. We'll say that, but I think that goes more into, I don't know if that's positive or negative. Let's jump into the negatives real quick, and then we can get back to overall feelings. Was there anything, Brenden, in your negatives that you wanted to point out?
I didn't like the taxi driver.
Oh, see, I'm
Benicio
in
del
total
Toro.
agreement with you.
His was the one character I was just like, it felt like it didn't fit,
Okay.
and it was a little bit over the top even for that kind of movie.
You know, it's funny. I see him, and for a long time, I thought that he was trying to be Buster Poindexter. So, and that's why I never liked him. I don't know, because if anybody remembers Buster Poindexter, he's very obnoxious and over the top, like the cab driver is. So,
Yeah,
I totally relate to that.
that's
Brennan?
probably my. But no, that's probably it. I mean,
Uh,
it did. To me, it was always that movie's always awkward about like how much of a dick he is. It's like it's uncomfortable. You're like, God, you're such a friggin' asshole.
Yeah.
Like you don't deserve any sort of redemption whatsoever. Like I can't. It was. They definitely drove the point home where it's like you can't imagine a time where he was a nice guy just like, when you first see Ebenezer in anything, you're like, this guy has never been nice. This guy's never had any sort of happiness in his life. So they did really, really good on that. The only other thing was the whole, like, ending, like, they kind of made it like everything was okay. Dude brought a shotgun and held them hostage. I don't care what kind of friggin', happy feeling you get afterwards. That dude's going to jail. Like,
yeah.
But to be fair, he held them at the suggestion of Bill Murray's character. So, because he wanted them to stay on air. So you got to blame Frank Cross for this, even though
I'm
held
saying
the
he would have
shotgun.
most definitely gone to jail. Like, there was no friggin' way.
Yeah. In this day and age, he would not even make it.
No, he was
He'd
white.
Be dead.
It was white. He'd survive.
He'd still get shot. The only difference is he'd get shot face to face.
I don't want to get into that, but
Lynn,
that was my two main ones.
Okay, Lynn, do you even have one negative about this film?
Well, besides the cab driver, that's pretty much it. And well, one other thing, when he sees the homeless guy frozen over at the bottom, that has always bothered me because I felt like that was unresolved.
Yeah, who was that guy?
He was at the doorway of the homeless shelter.
When he runs into his longtime love again, he sees him that first time.
Because I know that, but like,
so
they made it like you said, like it was really important, like it was like gonna affect him, but
he's just a random guy.
It just that's the only part that never really followed through. Like when he is all saved and what have you, you don't see him like look for the homeless guy and say, "Hey, you need to get or was it?
Well, he was dead. Remember, his ghost was up there with the other ones, with the other ghosts.
See, I don't think
at the end when everything's resolved, his spirit is up there with the other spirits on top of like a.
See, but then that sucks.
And he acted.
That sucks.
He acted so nonchalant about a dude being dead, right there, like that. I had an issue with at the beginning, after the spirits started getting there, and started arriving with him. I thought that everything kind of evened out, but I felt at the beginning. Yeah. He was trying really hard to tell a joke to make you laugh, like really hard and way over exaggerating a lot of things and yelling and I was like, man, I don't remember this being this way. I remembered it being a lot more easy to catch the laughs. But then once the people started coming, the ghosts started coming, I felt like it made a lot of it easier for the jokes to roll in.
Well, I think that was done purposely because of the character he was trying to put off. Because if you remember, nobody that he worked for caught his jokes.
Yeah, well, I remember one.
And I think that he was. The whole point is he was trying to put himself off as this jovial guy with a lot of jokes and what have you, but just like nobody was catching on, and he didn't realize that they were all just like obnoxious. He was just being.
That could be it. Maybe that's what I didn't catch because I caught his jokes when he was trying to, like the one about. He said a joke, and I totally got what he was saying. It was a play on words. And he said, "Come on, anybody!" And he looks around. But even before that, though, I was thinking, just listening to him, and he was just like yelling and trying to be funny, like really trying to be funny. And it was like,
that was.
Yeah, and I felt like it was if that was like a severe swing of like an extreme, and I felt like it was a little too much. But other than that, though. Once the ghosts got there, especially ghosts of President, I love the President ghost with she's constantly kicking his ass. That would probably be my only negative.
The thing with Frank is that unlike Ebenezer knew he was disliked. He didn't try to portray something he wasn't. It was all about business. Where Frank saw himself as a highly popular executive that everybody has to love him. Everybody has to laugh at his jokes, and the board meeting is a perfect example when before he shows the commercial how they were all sucking up to him, but he was like dead. It was all deadpan, so it was more like So I got that. I understood why a lot of his jokes in the beginning don't come off because they weren't supposed to. because he saw himself as popular and liked and what have you, but nobody else really cared.
So that's understandable, but we'll see. So overall, let's say based on this being a Christmas Carol, a version of the Christmas Carol, is this your favorite? Does this one stack up well with other versions? What do you guys think of this one?
Okay, as someone who was the first time I was in second grade when I read The Christmas Carol, and it scared the shit out of me. The actual book, and the original black and white one that they released back in the 50s, I think it was. That was scary. So the original, Christmas Carol. Yeah. So this is a light to me. This is like on the opposite spectrum. I love it, yes, for what it is, but as far as a Christmas Carol film, I have to go with the original one. Because it has the fear of like, hey, you need to watch what you're doing. Because I never felt like, and I understood why Scrooge is like that, because it's supposed to be just a comedy.
Brendan, what about you? Does this one stand out any more than the others that you've seen in the past?
If I'm going just Christmas Carol, even just themed in general, not even just straight up.
Yeah.
It's probably in my top 5. I was never got scared of Christmas Carol. I've watched a lot of them. If I'm going number 1 Christmas Carol, it has and probably will always be the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I knew you were going to say the Muppets. I hate the Muppets.
That's the
Christmas
thing,
Carol.
is I like 2 Muppet movies: the Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppets from Space. Those are the only 2 that I like. I mean, I've seen the other ones; they're friggin' garbage. Those are the 2 I like, but I just love the songs because that's what I grew. Because in my household, during like Christmas, my stepmom is like fucking nutso Christmas.
Oh god!
And that was probably one of the more tolerable out of all of the Christmas movies. But Santa Claus, Home Alone 2, a lot of different Christmas movies. But yeah, I just love those songs, and I love Pepe. He's freaking hilarious. I'm gonna spank you like a baby donkey, okay?
So this one it stands up there with the other ones for you, but definitely not your favorite Christmas Carol movie.
No, it's up there out of the Christmas carols. For me, it's Muppets, the OG. Didn't Patrick Stewart do one? Just because I love Patrick Stewart, it is, and then probably Scrooge tied with some other ones, but. I know the movie's dumb. I know the Muppets Christmas Carol is dumb.
No, actually, it's not the fact that it's dumb. Well,
it's dumb.
It's Muppets.
It's dumb.
But
I like. It's one of the, like I said, very, very tolerable Christmas movies because I'm not a huge Christmas fan. I like Christmas.
Oh, we're gonna kill him by the end of this month.
I love Christmas, man.
I love Christmas. I don't love retail Christmas.
Oh,
I like the family and the smell,
I gotcha,
and baking cookies, like that kind of stuff. But
yes,
being in retail my entire life has kind of jaded my view of Christmas. I don't like when it starts. I fucking hate that it starts in September.
Yeah,
I hate that. It's dumb.
Christmas
starts the earliest day after Thanksgiving. That's the earliest that it should start.
That's what it starts.
I went into a store back in October, right before Halloween, and I remember I heard a Christmas song in a store right before Halloween, and I was like, "You should be playing like Halloween music."
No, Walmart
Monster Mash or something.
Walmart had Christmas stuff like the second week of October.
Yeah, that's
no.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think so I'm not big on remembering all the Christmas carols. I know there's a ton of them. The one that had Scrooge McDuck. Like the cartoon?
Mickey's
or,
Christmas Carol.
or that one. Yeah, probably those are probably the ones I remember the most because those what I watched a lot when I was younger. But this one, I mean, I own, like I said, I bought this movie. I bought it years ago because I used to always watch it. I just haven't watched it in a few years. It's still one of those movies, like Brendan said.
Yeah.
It's easy to go back to, and the laughs are good. It is dated, but I think that for me, it's dated more so because of visual. There's still jokes in there that are still right on the money with whether they're funny or not. They're still funny, and they're not dated by much of the time. The only thing.
And hell, the guy who plays his brother in the film is actually
really?
his brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's the only film credit he has to his name, and it's because Bill wanted his
To make
brother
it
in as
authentic.
his brother.
Did he use his real name? Like his real first name? Like his real first name?
No.
That would be cool.
No, not as far as the character. But yeah, no, if you look under the credits under IDMB.
What do you guys think of his ex, his girlfriend, Claire? Is she weak-willed or what?
No, she dumped his ass.
No.
And she like, especially during the scene where he came back and was talking to her about, and the chicks were like, "Oh, we're missing turkeys." Like, he went from nice to douche so fucking fast, and she still kept trying to give him a chance, saying, "Hey," and then she was just like, whatever.
It's that unrequited love. You want this person to be the best they can be, and they can be the best they can be. But at the spur of the moment,
there was one part that I disagreed with her when she was literally the part where they broke up, where he was like, "This is the network president, we can go." In their relationship, now granted, I'm certain he did that a lot, like blew their friends off. But I mean, she was there. She saw the president leave. She's like, this is a career opportunity. She could have been like, yeah, let me call him and say we'll show up tomorrow. We'll show up late. To me, that was like, yes, he could have asked in a much better way, but it was not I felt, deal breaker where but again, I see her side where I'm sure he did it a lot, but it still felt like serious.
Yeah, but he was blaming her and saying, "Well, I'll forgive you. I'm good like that." I think that what Drew really
looking at what she
edge.
did though in that moment with her walking away from him like for 15 years. At that moment, she didn't have to walk away from him for 15 years. She could have been understandable that said, "Hey, something just happened that he got offered in a moment that hasn't happened ever before to him."
Well, wait. But he didn't go looking for her until he thought he was fucking dying.
That was him.
When he thought he went after. Where was he?
Oh no! I'm just talking about the moment where she walked away, but that Brendan was talking about. I felt like, be understandable. Go with him with the president to that dinner. Just do it.
Again, they're your friends. They go you think your friends would understand. I'm meeting with the president of the network.
If your significant other is calling you selfish because you want to go to your friends for the holiday and that it's all about your stuff and never about their stuff, that's a problem. I'll be like, you know what?
I'm definitely not
Goodbye.
saying he was right in what he said, but she was straight up no.
Yeah.
There was no discussion. There was like, she was not like, and
well,
she
he didn't
and
give
she
her a
was,
choice.
but she was like, well, can we go after, or can we? It was, we go every year, so you need to fuck your job and come hang out with our friends. I'm sorry, job comes first.
In that situation.
If he was like, yeah, they're gonna go clubbing.
See, all I gotta say is the motherfucker was dressed up as a dog at that point of his life. He probably did not get that much further than where he was at that moment. So if he would have passed off on this one dinner with the president, I don't think it would have broken his career. I think he still would have gotten to where he was supposed to be. If he would have just saying, well, we have previous plans. Can we meet up with you? Because that president was just looking to get laid to begin with anyway.
They don't touch on because they don't actually show the moment in the career, in the movie, in his career where things turned around. They don't really show it. Maybe it was that night out with the president. for all we know, but they don't explicitly show that. So in my mind, that night was the night that his career turned around, and she threw away a relationship because she didn't want that to happen.
No, she threw it away because he's a fucking douche.
Well, yeah, he's a douche. That's
he was a douchebag, blaming her for everything that was wrong.
He could have.
And she said, "You know what?
He could have said
I'm
it
done."
in a much better way, but then again, if he had, the movie wouldn't exist because they'd still be together. But that part bothered me, where she was straight up, "No, we do it every year." Yes, he pushed it farther than he needed to, but she more than it felt to me she wasn't going to budge no matter what he said.
Yeah.
I still think the scene that always kills me, and I don't know why it does, but the fucking scene with the mice and the antlers
kills
me every freaking time.
Don't staple.
Have you tried staples?
I would never do such a thing to such a creature. Like
when he walks away, he's still talking about the rat. I'm like, get out of here.
The movie's a good movie. I enjoy it as a Christmas movie. For me, it's up there. I would say, I don't know if it's in my top 5.
Well, it's my top 5 Christmas Carol, not top 5
Christmas Carol. Yeah, it's probably.
I would I would have to separate my Christmas movies by tone, and like comedies, it'd be like 5 of those, and then like Christmas carols, I wouldn't put this in my list. This would be on my top 3 Christmas comedies.
That's pretty high regard right there, though. Yeah.
Well, it's Bill Murray. So it's like.
So I think we all enjoyed it. It's a good movie to watch during Christmas time. Yeah, exactly right. And this is going to YouTube, so they just saw that.
Better than the fucking Muppets.
Hey, I'm not judging. I said one of my top favorites, Patrick Stewart one, just because it's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
So I understand.
I'd be like Woody Harrelson was in Zombieland if I was to meet Bill Murray. I'd be exactly like Woody Harrelson was. I'd want to be playing with a vacuum cleaner and Bill Murray saying his lines. Or like,
and he'd do it.
Yep.
So we're at that point, guys. Let's say some goodbyes and tell them what.
Wait, we're not rating this.
Oh well, okay. Let's give it a rate then. Let's rate it.
I don't know. Are we doing the 1 to 10 scale? Or are we doing?
Well, we've always been doing grades, so let's just stay with that. Lynn.
Yes. Yeah, well, this is easy. B+.
I give it the same. B+.
I give it a B.
You piece of shit!
You suck.
How dare you? I give you an F minus minus.
Is that like less than 50%? What is that?
But Brendan's making sure that everybody knows that he hates you.
It's Christmas time. No eggnog for you, Brendan.
Out of 5, I give you the shit emoji.
Wait, not now for that. Sean's not going to put the Muppets Christmas Carol on our list of movies to watch.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
Oh, that's right, because of Disney.
I have a ton of other Christmas movies that I'm probably going to watch that we probably won't watch.
Christmas Story 2?
No.
Why not? It's actually pretty good.
I saw a joke recently about one of my favorite Christmas movies, and Jingle All the Way. And it's like Jingle All the Way nowadays. It's one of those things like,
Amazon thing?
I gotta find a turtle man. He goes to Amazon, buys it, and just the end. Yeah, Christmas.
Unless, I don't know if you've seen Hatchimals lately. Holy shit!
Shut the fuck up, because we were searching for one for a long time for my daughter.
Yes, if
Guess
you're trying
what?
to buy him an iPod, he's gonna go to Amazon. But if you want the popular toy, you're gonna have to go look.
Yeah. All right, Sean.
This
is a tangent started. Hatchimals are these toy electronic animals
They're
that
hatching
hatch out of
Furbies.
their eggs, and they're mixed. Yeah, they're pretty much like Furbies because they interact with the child, but they're a mixture of like a dragon and a penguin and a couple different animals like an owl and but they're all feathery. But the point is, on Amazon, the only people selling it are third-party people at like $150 to $250
What are they
per
for
Hatchimal.
only?
2 to 4
These
times.
things, these things retail value is $49.99
It's 60
or
bucks.
$59.99, one of the two. Yeah, it's $59.99, and because you go to Toys R Us, you can't find them. On the day that I went shopping for the kids, I missed out of the fact, and the only reason why is because I found out after I got home. But they had a couple in the store, and I'm like, God damn it! So we ended up having to get a secondary item that she wanted just as deeply and along the same lines for just about the same money, if not just a little bit more. But now I still got to keep my eye out on one of those goddamn eggs, because hopefully after Christmas, when demand goes down, I'll be able to find one at
The
at
man
the
goes
normal
down.
price.
What the hell kind of porn are you watching, man?
Demand,
Demand.
goes down.
There's a porn actor named Demand.
I don't know.
I thought
what
you said the
Sean's
man
thinking.
goes
Sean's
down. The man goes down.
Sean
Like,
wants a
man
different
goes
type
down.
of
Sean got
movie of the
excited
week
after
You went like
schedule.
that. You went like that. You said,
That's what you got.
the man
Yeah.
goes down. Okay, so question about the Hatchable.
Sean's on a one-way street.
How does this thing hatch? Is it a timer or what? Or do you have to like?
You fondle it.
No
you rub
idea.
this. You rub the bottom and you sing to it.
I don't
You go
think.
like
You rub
I
the
don't
bottom,
know, man.
it
Go
gets
watch the
warm,
commercial for it.
and then you sing to it.
I thought you had
No.
to sit on it.
I
Sit
mean,
and
you
turn?
can sit on it, but I don't think you want that hatching in your ass.
no. Oh, you got an owl beak up there. Ah! Well, anyway,
Well, it hatches out the front.
you guys, let's say our goodbyes and Lynn,
Goodbye.
start us
Yes.
off.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave us comments below. Let us know what you thought of Scrooge. And like always, like, subscribe, follow us on iTunes and Google Play. And
Brandon.
later.
Goodbye.
No, it's more like good night.
Good night. That was Eddie with us there for a second. So, Brandon, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Stop it, Eddie.
No,
All right, guys. Like,
thank you for listening, everybody. I don't know what we're doing next for the next. We haven't decided that yet, right? Okay.
It'll
So
be Christmas
stay
week.
tuned.
No, not yet.
yeah. For me, you guys, thank you for joining us. Like Lynn said, do everything he said. And like, share, subscribe this video. We also just did a reaction video that's on YouTube at the moment for the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, so check that out as well. Stay tuned for all the movies of the weeks
It's
this
in the
month for all the
process.
Christmas joy and fun that you can get. And if you get tired of it, sorry, deal with it. Just watch us anyway.
No, we're not sorry, but
Sorry,
still
not
watch
sorry.
us anyway. Don't listen to
Hashtag
this
sorry, not
scumbag
sorry.
saying deal with it.
Lynn and I love
Oh.
Christmas movies, so there it is. For me, I'm Sean. You guys okay?
I think everybody does.
Brendan?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
think
I
everybody
like
does.
most Christmas
Okay.
movies. I just don't like the
Me too.
commercialization of Christmas.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's
Yes.
the answer. We all love it. So I'm looking forward to our next movie. We got to do some brainstorming on that. For me, you guys, I will see you next time. Peace.